Alright, what is up, peeps? It's been about a week. Hope y'all had a good week last week. But I know I did. It was my birthday last week. And went on vacation to the Keys, did some lobster fishing with the family and some friends. So, had a lot of fun, but we missed last week because of that. But I mean, hey, when it's your birthday, you deserve a little break every now and again, right? So, it's all good. I knew you guys would be okay. And plus, I don't think I've missed a Thursday live stream for it's been a long time since I've missed a live stream on Thursday. So, I took a live stream off. I know I had some people that were probably like, what the heck? Why is Ted calling me? He knows I'm going live right now. Hello?
Hey, what's up, man?
Why are you calling me? You know I'm live right now.
Oh, yeah, it's me too.
I'll talk to you later.
Alright.
Bye. Ted's calling me like he don't know I'm live right now. He sounded like he was in the car though, so he's probably didn't even know what was going on. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. I really do appreciate it. It was a successful birthday, a fun birthday, so definitely had a good time. But you guys do me a favor and just hit that thumbs up button as you're hopping in. We're going to get started here in just a second. Hit the thumbs up button, though. Let me know you're here, as well as just leaving a message saying hello and telling me your name and all of that. Thank you guys again for all of the birthday wishes. It was last week, but that's okay. It's not saying, not that I'm not grateful for the wishes, just letting you guys know that it was last week. So I'm 28 now, another year older, another year more mature, or at least that's what we all hope for, right? Not all of us mature as quickly as others. I think I'll always be like somewhat of a little kid at heart. I don't know. I always have enjoyed being a little kid and just having fun. Obviously, I don't think I'm immature. I like to think that I'm pretty mature. But I think we all have our things that we like to do that are just immature, and it's just a little fun, right? So, anyways, let me see here. Say hello to some people. Armando, what's going on? Black Caddy, thank you. DNA, what's up? DNA plays. Armando, thank you. Carmen, thank you. Let me see. DNA says, have you tried Choose Pristine SMMA course? And if so, what do you think? No, I have not. Thank you for the happy birthday. Jason, thank you. Owen, what's up, man? Thank you for the happy birthday. I almost told you happy birthday. Paul from Dallas, what's going on, Paul? MD Ashad, what's going on, man? Marcus from Grenada, what's going on, man? Mario Mitchell, what's up, buddy? Fred and Isaiah, where do you find people to outsource work to? Jordan, what sites? I'm going to give you a website right now. It's a partnership I have with a company, and if you use this link, you'll get a $50 credit. Oh my God, is it not going to let me put it? It sometimes doesn't let me put links, and I don't know why. It's like me typing the link. Alright, we're going to try one more time. Alright, it's not going to post the link. So, it's FreeUp, F-R-E-E-E, up.com/serial entrepreneur. If you go to free, F-R-E-E-E, up.com, so the word free with an extra E, up, like the direction, .com/serial entrepreneur, you'll get a $50 credit for your first outsourcing gig. So no matter what that is, a web designer, a ads manager, a scheduler, Facebook manager, whatever. Yeah, you can get a $50 credit if you go through that link there. Jeremy from the Boogie Down Bronx. What's up, Jeremy? Hey, stud, shout on to Next Wave Digital Marketing. That's my squad, and we are learning from you, Beast. I'm driving, but I had to comment, and one day I would love to have you on my podcast. Feed the Beast, you can definitely send me a message to my Facebook page, and, if everything, works out, basically. If everything works out, then we can definitely set something like that up. I do guest speaking opportunities all the time on podcasts. So if you guys know other influencers like myself that you think I should be doing a collaboration with, send them a message. Be like, hey, hit up Serial Entrepreneur. We want to see y'all do something with them. Or you can connect me with them. If you know them personally, you can connect me with them. Either way, totally cool with that. You give me so much value, more than anyone I've watched. Peter, I love hearing that. I mean, that's always one of my favorite things to hear. So I'm glad you've liked the content in the channel. Hopefully you can get inside our program one day, because I guarantee you'll love that. We just finished up shooting almost 28 videos for not only 2.0, but this one section of videos or two sections really of videos is also being uploaded into the 1.0 version as well. But we're also including these in the 2.0, and then we're shooting a bunch of other videos for the 2.0 that we're about to start over the next 2 months. So it's going to be an exciting couple of months here. We've got a whole new course launch coming, all new stuff, dude. We've got quizzes going, tests going. We've got multiple influencers and trainers from all kinds of areas, all different areas in digital marketing. So it's going to be a super awesome launch for that program. We're excited about it, obviously. We have tons of people that are already getting ready to jump on the wait list. They're asking us about the wait list for the 2.0, so that way they can get notified when we launch it. But it's going to be an awesome course that we're launching. So if you guys haven't heard, just make sure to really mark off the last week in May, because we haven't released the exact date yet, but mark off the last week in May, because we are launching it then. And the good thing is, guys, don't worry if you're worried about, oh, well, what if I want to get in the 1.0? Should I just save up and just wait for the 2.0? Here's the cool thing. No matter which choice you make, if you choose to wait or if you choose to buy the 1.0, even if you want to upgrade to the 2.0 when it comes out, you're not going to spend any more money. It'll be the same price that you would spend. So meaning if you paid $500 for the course and we are charging $700, you'd only have to make up the difference of the course, because the 2.0 will be more expensive. We have a lot more training materials, a lot more resources, a lot of new trainings and information and experiences that we have people coming in to talk about. So it's going to be really exciting. Let me see here. Sounds exciting. I'm aiming to sign up when my agency is making money. Peter, I admire that, and I totally understand why most people want to go that route. I advise you to try not to if you can. If you can afford it, that's what makes people see. A lot of people usually come to me, not usually, a lot of people will come to me and they'll say, Jordan, I'm going to buy your course as soon as my agency is making money. And I totally get that, right? It's like maybe you don't have the money right now for it. I advise you to definitely take some sort of educational training before you start going full force into the agency world. And the reason why is because there's so much that you're not even aware of. Something that I'm learning over the course of this year is process management and workflows. Guys, people think, and this is what's crazy, guys, this is one of the things that I'm learning. And this is kind of the cool benefit about joining my program is I'm not only taking you from the beginner level, but I'm going to start to continue to introduce content to you guys to help you grow that 6-figure business into a 7-figure business, because that's what we're working on right now. But what I'm learning is that, dude, process workflow and management of workflows is more important than even the marketing, the landing clients, any of it. Seriously, and you won't understand until you reach the point where process management is really just crucial. And that it starts to happen when you get, when you get into the double digits with the amount of people that you have working for you as far as contractors or employees. That is the hardest thing I think I've had to try and get resolved, is how to get everybody working more smoothly, how to cut down on lead times, how to ultimately just produce a better quality product in general. So that's really what I want you guys to understand, is there's a lot that goes into a course that's going to benefit you. We don't just put these together to sell you something, right? We put these together because it provides that structure, and without having an idea of what a real agency should look like, and you're kind of, maybe just piecemealing things together from YouTube, it just makes it difficult. So again, this isn't even me trying to sell you something. It's me just showing you the facts. It's just facts. That's why people don't go out and become attorney or open up a law practice and then say, okay, well, I'm going to learn how to do a law practice after I get my first couple law clients. It just doesn't work like that. And most businesses are pretty much the exact same way. Maybe with cutting grass, right? You don't necessarily have to have a ton of experience cutting grass. You know, you might want to know at least a little bit, maybe have had one time practicing on your own lawn. But for the most part, you don't have to have that background knowledge to help your business be successful. But in this professional industry, when you're in the professional world, the corporate world, you can't just rely on a couple of video trainings, right? This took years of experience for me, really pioneering a lot of this and going through several different instances of failure with digital marketing because of the fact that there was no training like this. Colleges are just now introducing digital marketing into their programs in the business colleges. So, you know, it's a little different. So I just want you guys to understand the education truly is important, and you will actually probably make money faster by taking a program because you're going to save yourself all of the time. That's what people don't understand is you guys think your money is the most valuable thing when it's not. Your time is the most valuable thing because time allows you to grow your business, right? It's why I don't get bogged down in creating social media posts, in, you know, designing the images, or at this point, I'm not even coming up with the ideas anymore. I'm overseeing the entire campaign. So I have people who are paid to come up with ideas. They bring them to me and we go through them as a team and say, what do we want? What do we not want, right? Or how can we adjust this and make it better? And that's what you're ultimately trying to work towards. People want to make 6 figures. You want to make 7 figures with your agency, right? But the big thing that people mess up on is understanding that no CEO out there, there isn't a CEO of let's just say, a car dealership out there that is out there selling cars on the lot, that is making millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. His job is to grow the business, meaning finding better management, improving processes and workflows, cutting down on lead times or labor hours for him, right? Figuring out ways to motivate and keep his staff wanting to grow, coming up, working with the marketing team, the HR team. He is at a higher level, right? Or she is at a higher level. And so that's what you guys have to understand is you can't just assume that everything is going to, you know, run through you and your business will grow quickly. If you guys are looking for the fast growth, focus on the knowledge and education that you can gain from a trainer, because it's going to prevent you from spending time in areas where you shouldn't have even went to begin with. How many times? Okay, so I want to ask this question. All right, and I want you guys to write. I want you to write yes if you have or no if you haven't. But, and I already know what the answer is going to be, I'm pretty sure. But if you have wasted time in the digital marketing space so far, if you've ever gone out, right, and started doing something, and then you got 5 hours into something, and then all of a sudden you realize, crap, I just did all of that wrong, I have to do it over. Have you guys been through an experience like that with digital marketing? Not anything else, but just digital marketing. It could be Facebook ads, Instagram ads, creating content, SEO, PPC, email marketing, automation, you know, keyword strategy. It could be anything. But have you wasted more than an hour, more than 2 hours trying to learn something or figure out something? And most of you are going to say yes. And the reason why is because it is not, you can't just assume that, okay, well, I'm just going to be able to go out there and get everything right the first time because I've been on Facebook since I was, I don't know, 15, whatever, right? You can't assume that. That's not how it works. And it's completely different when you get into it from a business perspective. So imagine, though, having that issue once a day, right? Let's say you waste an hour once a day. That's 7 hours a week, 28 hours in a month. 28 hours. That's pretty much a part-time person working a full week that you could save every single month just by learning from other people and avoiding the issues that you're putting yourself through. That's what people don't understand. That 30 hours right there, you could take and could have made another $1,500 to $2,000 instead. And this is where people, they don't understand the difference between paying for something that's going to push you forward versus trying to take the time to learn it yourself, which there's nothing wrong with that. That's just as admirable, and you're going to eventually learn it, but it's going to take a lot longer. The smartest people out there, they don't go into a situation. For example, Donald Trump does it the best, and I know a lot of people don't like Donald Trump, but from a business perspective, he is very intelligent. He doesn't try to master every single thing because it is impossible for one person to master every single thing. You have to find intelligent people and surround yourself with people that you can trust, that know what they're talking about, that are able to perform those jobs for you. Not everybody wants the CEO role, and that's not a bad thing either. But some people want to be in that higher level, management level position. And that's ultimately what you're looking to do with your team. So, anyways, long ass story short, guys, the training and the education is super important for you guys. And seriously, and I tell people this all the time, even if you don't buy my program, fine, that's great. But get into something. Let me see here what we got. Oh, we got a bunch of people responding. Hey, make a video on finding clients on Upwork and taking them offline. I mean, there really shouldn't even need to be a video on that. Go on Upwork, land clients, do a really good job for them, get them to leave reviews for you. After, 5 to 6 months of working with them, request if they're okay with paying you via PayPal, you sending an invoice, and then boom. You got a bunch of customers off of Upwork. I don't think it needs a whole video for that. What would need to be a video about? I don't know. I just don't feel like there's enough content there to make a video. What's the best way to automate outreach to potential clients? Hire a salesperson. You don't have to, guys, you don't have to hire a full-time salesperson. Like, you can hire someone that'll do cold calling for 3 to 5 hours a day. And as long as they're generating new business and leads for you and getting meetings for you, because they don't even have to go to the meetings. They can just set up the meeting for you, right? They can get the businesses interested or sending the messages. Hire a person for $10 to $15 per hour and have them sit there and pay them $10 to $15 per hour. People are scared. And that's the thing. I understand you're tight on money, but you have to be willing to take a risk in business. Business is risky. People want to go into business and they want to just automatically succeed, or they expect to automatically succeed, and that's just not how it works. Oh my God. I wish y'all could see this message. Just unsubbed. Bye. Okay. Anyways, I don't even remember. That was funny. People think that, God, never mind. They think so highly of themselves. All right. So yeah, hiring a salesperson, I would do that. That's that's really the only way to automate your sales process. You could do inbound marketing, which is going to be SEO and content creation. Either way, you're going to have to either put your time in to build that content and make sure that your SEO for your site is good, or you're going to have to hire an SEO person to do it for you. So you're going to be spending money either way, or you're going to be committing your time to it. So really, it's up to you in determining what you think is best for yourself. Social media audit got my marketing company its first client. Sean, congratulations on the client. I'm glad my audit helped you get through it, or get to the client. I'm aiming to sign up. What am I? Okay. I'm at work. Wish I could watch this. Seth, that's okay. The replay will always be here. What is in your course? Tons of information. Go over to serialentrepreneur.academy and then check out the digital marketing school. Just go to that sales page. Everything is pretty much in there. I'm in here, Jordan. It's Quade. What's up, Quade? I just want a solo $5,000 a month profit. That's all I need. Well, you're still not going to be soloing that. That's the thing. I hope you understand that. Even with a $5,000 ad spend, I mean, you can try to manage all of that yourself. Number one, you're not going to make $5,000 in profit. Number two, it's going to take not all of your time, but it's going to take a majority of your time if you're doing a $5,000 budget yourself, depending on what you're doing. But for the most part, it should take you most of your time if you're doing it by yourself. So you still, even at that point, will want to hire some people on. What are the stages after you sign a client? I think that's Ilyas. I'm not 100% sure. I hope I said your name right. But really, from there, you're just going to do an onboarding session with them, and that's basically where you walk them through everything. You get all their information, like login information, their account information, URLs that are important, if they have landing page sites, if they have email software that they're using, CRM software, stuff like that. You'll want to get access to all of their information. And then what I like to do after that is set up a strategy call for 2 to 3 days, maybe 5 days at the most, after you have that client sign the document. And the strategy call is going to do two things. Number one, it's going to get the strategy, right? You're going to have a planning session. You're going to talk about their customers, their business, their products, services, all of that, right? Get as much information about their business, their goals, their product, services as possible. But also number two, from a sales perspective, this is actually going to ensure that you keep the sale, right? Because a sale can cancel, and that's not, what you want. You definitely don't want a sale to, cancel the contract, especially before they're even a month in, right? Or before they've even started the campaign. Most businesses, even though they sign a contract, if you've done 3 days of work, you're not typically going to keep that entire month, amount of money that they just paid you. You might prorate them and charge them, your average or your agency hourly rate for however many hours you worked, but you're probably not going to keep whatever they paid you for that contract if you didn't work the full amount, right? So that means what I'm trying to tell you is you're trying to keep your customer retention high. That's what this meeting does. With sales in general, especially with something like marketing, when you sell them, you're not necessarily doing anything for them that they're actually able to see, and it's not tangible yet. They're not seeing results coming in yet, because usually in the first month you're doing planning and preparing and basically building all of the content for that business. So that being said, there's a whole month where they're just like, okay, well, I'm not getting any clients yet. You're not really driving any engagement because we haven't launched anything. And this is where the business owners, since they haven't seen anything, but month two's coming around and they're already about to have to pay that second month to you, right? They're starting to get a little weary. They're like, right, I'm spending all this money, but I still haven't seen anything. And even though you told them in the beginning, look, it's going to take us 3 months to get you to where you want to go, right? You're not just going to jump out of the gate. We have to go create stuff for you because you don't have anything created, right? So this meeting kind of helps put their mind to rest a little bit, because you're doing stuff that's proactively showing them that you're actually doing work, right? You're not just over in an office taking in a check and then we'll talk to you in 3 months, right? You're actually going out and you're trying to get that person to basically understand that you're there for them and that you're going to take care of them and make sure that they feel comfortable throughout the entire process. So do a onboarding little session with them. It can just be a call, it can be a video call, and then after the onboarding session, I like to set a strategy meeting, and I do that usually, again, 5 days, maybe a week at the most after they close the deal, so that way I can touch base with them. And then you even want to follow up after that. You should be following up with that client in the first month. You should touch base with them at least once to twice a week. After that, once you start to get the campaign rolling, you won't need to touch base with them as much, as long as you're getting them results, right? Oh, shit. Whoa. Okay, somebody just did a $28. That's the biggest one I ever got. I think the most I ever got before that was like $5. Who did that? That's pretty sweet. Who is this? Oh my God. Mom, we gotta talk. You just cracked me up. Okay. I don't even know. Okay, Mom, I have a question, because this is kind of funny. I don't even know, but you're doing this logged into the Serial Entrepreneur account right now. So, you might have just paid me with my own money. Did it ask you to put in payment information? Or did it, because if it didn't ask you to put in payment information, it's probably my card. Okay. Okay. Alright, cool. I was about to say, wait a second. I looked at it, I was like, why is it my icon? Oh, God. Alright, well, thanks, Mom. I thought that was, dude, I swore that was, I guess that's a birthday. Okay, that's what it is. It's a birthday. Well, thank you, Mom. I appreciate it. It confused the hell out of me, though. I was like, Wait a second, I tipped myself 28 bucks, or I super chatted myself. All right, will you log out of my account and log into your account? Crazy. She's still sitting here messaging. That's probably why I couldn't message, is because you're logged into it. I was trying to write a message earlier and it wouldn't let me. But it's clearly letting her message. Oh man, that was pretty funny. I'm sorry, guys. We have fun here. We look, I like to answer you guys' questions, obviously, right? We're here for you guys to answer marketing questions, but at the same time, we gotta have some fun. This can't all just be dry and just lame. Like, we gotta have some fun. Yeah, moms are the greatest. They're always there for you, right? That was so funny though. I saw it. I was like, $28, and then I see my icon up at the top because I can see like who's chatting at the top, and then I scroll down to the actual thing and I see my face, and it's 28 bucks, and it says, "For each year I've loved you to the moon." Oh, that was funny, man. That was really funny. Okay. All right. Here's the thing, guys. Okay, that's a question I get asked often. It's internet knowledge asks, what do I think of Tai Lopez? I think Tai Lopez is a very great businessman. I think he's probably actually a really great marketer. I would say that he doesn't, or probably isn't, as in touch with digital marketing practices today as he used to be. See, a lot of people kind of discredit Tai. Tai Lopez started off with PPC. He was actually a Google AdWords guy. And he was doing Google AdWords back when, they were beta testing Google AdWords. So he started off with, creating Google ads for a dating company. The guy knows what he's doing. He knows how to run a business. He's very intelligent. He reads a lot. He has several businesses that are very successful. So to say that he's not intelligent, not someone you can learn from, would be completely false. I have no problem with Tai Lopez whatsoever, because he has proven he knows what he's talking about, right? People who say he's a scam and a liar, those people are just, you can't help them. They're helpless, okay? Because they're going to think every person out there who's making money is a scam. Tai Lopez is not a scam. He's a very smart person. When it comes to digital marketing, I think there are definitely people out there that know way more than him. I think he knows the general basics of digital marketing, but to say that he could go in and build campaigns as quickly as he used to that are going to be as effective as he used to be able to make them, I would say probably not. And it's not because he's dumb, it's because that's not what he's doing anymore. And it kind of scares me is that eventually I have the potential to be in that same boat where I'm not necessarily working every day on campaigns or as in depth with campaigns. So I have to do either one of two things. I'm going to have to make sure I either stay completely fresh on all digital marketing aspects through going out and learning myself each month or each week, doing a little bit. Or there's just going to be a point where I say, well, I'm going to grow my business and branch it off this way, and we're going to focus more on general business growth, something like that, where I don't have to be as digital marketing specific. So, that's the thing. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you what the future holds. I didn't expect to be where I'm at right now. Like, I had no clue we would have this massive brand and massive following of people who want to learn from me. Like, I never thought I was going to be a teacher. I'll put it to you like that. So it's amazing. But to get back to Tai, I think he's a great teacher. I think he's someone you can all learn from. And I think he has a lot of great principles and teachings and theories that you can learn from. And I think that if you're the type of person who looks at people that call Tai Lopez a scammer, or if you call him a scammer, I want you to reconsider that. Because I don't think Tai Lopez is a scammer. I think there are better digital marketing courses out there than the one he has. But that's my opinion. There might be people out there who loved his marketing course and didn't need anything else. And that's great. There's no problem with that. But some people like different types of personalities. Some people don't want to go up, with that flamboyant, super in your face, throwing money around. Some people don't want to learn from a guy like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong from learning from a guy like that either. So that's the thing. It's really up to you. I've learned things from Tai Lopez, more from a business perspective, but I've learned from the guy. So I can't say that he's not someone to look to for business growth, learning how to take your entrepreneurial venture to the next level. Have you heard of Laptop Empire Facebook side hustle? I haven't, but that's the thing, dude. There's so many of these little training companies out there. There's tons of them, and there's a lot of good ones. That's the thing. There's not one perfect one. I don't think there ever will be one perfect one that is all encompassing, because there's too much out there. Like, that's what people don't really understand, is how complex digital marketing is until they really get into it. Like, when you really get into digital marketing, you dive all the way in, you realize how much content there is to learn, right? So that it's impossible, I think, to have one course that just covers every tiny little aspect that you're going to need to know. A lot of it comes from learning through experience, but I don't know, man. It's hard to explain. What do you think about Aman Ghazi? I think Aman is a very smart kid as well. He's only like 21 or 20 years old, and he's running a 6-figure or 7-figure business as well. The kid knows what he's talking about. Again, it's up to, I don't think everyone puts as much effort into their programs as they should. We try to go to the next level with our content and with what we put together for our training courses. And by that I mean, I literally will sit there and write, like, you guys should see some of the documents for not only the 1.0 course, but even the 2.0 course. I have like 4 6-page documents, 4 different 6-page documents, just for like 3 videos of Facebook training. And that's just 3 of the videos out of like I think 16 or 17 we have for Facebook. So I don't know. I just feel like people don't go into as much detail as they could, and they kind of try to half-ass it, or they just don't really do as much preparation. And that's what we learned. We did a course. We have our first course, and what we learned going through the first one, that is, we didn't put enough preparation. I put a ton of preparation into it. Don't get me wrong, but we didn't put enough preparation. There could have been 10 times the amount, and that's what we're doing this time. This course is going to be amazing. I cannot wait. And not that the 1.0 isn't amazing. We wouldn't have made it this far if it wasn't. But that was my very first course ever. So to build from that one to this one, I'm so excited to see what people are going to say about this program, because we know how awesome it's going to be. We've already got everything lined up. It is beautiful. Just from the wireframe of the course is beautiful. So I can't wait to show you guys that. But anyways, Aman Ghazi, definitely someone to learn from. It's really just about, I haven't taken his course, but I've heard some people say it didn't have enough information. Some people say it was good enough for them. So I don't know. I haven't taken it personally, so I can't give you my opinion on his course. Him as a guy, him as a trainer, him as someone who knows what he's doing, I would definitely give him the benefit of the doubt, because he's proven that with his agency. Yeah, Jasmine, I agree. He's definitely going more motivational. If you're talking about Aman Ghazi, or if you're talking about Tai Lopez, both of them are going down that motivational, focusing more on business growth type of route. He's not working in the business, he's working on the business. Yep. Awaken Shmeefy. That's exactly right. And that's one of the best ways to say that in business, is you don't want to be working in it, you want to be working on it. If you're in it, you're never going to make money. If you're on it, then you stand a chance to scale and grow. Have I reviewed the Gene Pool program? I think that's what that said. It just skipped over. Where the hell did it go? There it is. Okay. Have you reviewed the Gene Pool program? I've went through Billy Gene's course. He gave me access to it a while ago. I went through his course. I definitely like a lot of the training in there. You have to understand, Billy Gene's a little different, though. He's not more of a content approach. He does talk a little bit about creating content, but he doesn't go in heavy to SEO and things like that. He focuses more on creating really enticing ad campaigns, which is what he's very good at, right? So I think that Billy Gene has a ton that you can learn from him. And not even just taking one of his programs. Just go look at his ads. You'll learn enough just from watching his ad campaigns. How good are freelancers on Upwork, etc. at SEO, as in getting a business to rank #1, page 1 on Google? Owen, it's not about what platform you're hiring them from, man. It's about finding the right person and giving them the right instruction. The biggest mistake that you guys as agency owners make is you put all of the blame on the freelancer, and you're not accepting any of the blame yourself. And I'm not trying to bash you. What I want you to realize is that you can't go to a freelancer and just say, hey, do SEO. I'll pay you $20 an hour. and that's it. Cut off conversation. That's not how it works. He needs to know, what's your strategy? What keywords are you targeting? Are you working with a local business? You guys actually have to put together a plan, and you have to put together, weekly jobs, monthly jobs, reporting jobs, things that are actually going to move the needle, right? So what I want you to understand, or what I want you to get from this, is that it's more about planning that job out, writing down job roles and job descriptions, having checkup processes in place to make sure that they're actually following those jobs. Like, every single person in my business has a meeting with somebody at least once a week. And this is so we can do progress reports, we can figure out what they're working on, we can look at their weekly tasks versus one-off projects and see what progress they're making. So that way everything is a lot easier to see, and I know we're making progress because we can visually see it. We can actually track it happening, right? But if you're not actually, checking back up on them on a regular basis, if you're not setting guidelines and rules in place for them ahead of time and then guiding them through the process, they're not going to do what you need them to do. So it's not about, again, what platform, it's about the freelancer you're hiring, their capabilities. So not only do you have to do the job to set up, what they need to do and make sure that you're following up with them, but you need to vet the person and make sure that they truly know what they're talking about, that they're not just going to sit there and keyword stuff your website when you know damn well that keyword stuffing is a bad practice, right? So just, it's about asking the right questions, and that's why it's important to really understand each portion of digital marketing, or each pillar is what I call them, of digital marketing. If you haven't heard me talk about SWEPs, that's what we're talking about. Each pillar of digital marketing, you have to understand it, because if you don't understand it, it's going to be hard for you to hire the right person. How do you know who to hire if you don't know what to hire them for, right? Or if you don't know what qualifications they need to be hired, right? So that's the thing, guys. It takes more than just understanding, okay, I need SEO. Right? You have to know, well, what in SEO is, what do we need to do? Are we working on-site? Are we working off-site? Are we working with local type of businesses, national reaches? So stuff like that. I'm asking your opinion about the quality of work of freelancers for new business. I mean, I don't see why it would be any different. I guess that's why I'm not understanding, because whether it's a new business or not, the quality of work of the freelancers comes down to how much you're paying them, their experience, and then whether you're hiring the right person for the right job. How fast you need to outsource the tasks on the agency, and when you think you know enough to get your first client if you're a complete noob. Mauricio, so like I just mentioned, learn the 5 pillars of digital marketing. That's my acronym SWEPs. If you haven't heard of it, you'll want to look that up. But once you understand that, how fast do you, I recommend as soon as you get a client, actually before you even sign that client, you should already be planning who you need to hire and have that already ready to go and how much they're going to cost, right? So you should be at least trying to figure out how much it's going to cost you on an hourly basis to hire a person for a specific job. How long have we been on? What time is it? Oh, it's only 9:37. Okay, cool. We got plenty of time. But that's what I would say there. Whoa, where do we go? Best YouTube channels that you would recommend? I mean, that's the thing. It depends. What are you looking to learn? There's tons of them. I mean, digital marketing in general, there aren't too many that go broad and just do all digital marketing. There's more specific ones. So like you have like Moz, you have Neil Patel, you have myself, obviously. You have people like Ruan Marino, Alex Becker, Ty Lopez, Billie Jean, Amy Porterfield. Who else? There's tons of people. Really, just go on YouTube, start watching channels, and you'll get tons of suggestions of other trainers, I promise you. If that's what you're looking for. Which country am I from? I'm from the U.S. I'm up in it or down in Atlanta, Georgia. I remember when you first had the idea for the 1.0 course and made it happen. That was 2 years ago. Look at you now. Damn, Black Caddy. I didn't even know you've been following me that long. I know you've been around for a while. I didn't know you've been here since before I launched. That's crazy. We have people like that though, man. Like one of my students right now, well, just one in particular. I have several that are killing it, but one in particular, she's shocking me. She got a really, really great deal though, in a really cool situation. So, but yeah, she's been with me since before 1.0 even existed. There's several students that are in there still that we communicate on a regular basis that were there before 1.0 even existed, before it was actually a thing. But yeah, it's just crazy, man. It's crazy. Like I said, I never thought I would be doing what I'm doing right now. I really just, and I'm doing both things, but it's just like the whole teaching side of it to me was never saw that part happening at all. I never saw myself being an influencer. I always thought it would be cool, but never thought it would actually happen. I don't know. When running an SMMA, what are the first steps as a beginner? Ocean, the first steps as a beginner are to make sure that you truly understand digital marketing, because that's the biggest mistake people make. They don't truly understand the core pillars of digital marketing. And if you do not understand, you will struggle with every single thing that you do with your business will be a struggle, because if you don't understand the core concepts of the business you're trying to run, like if that's where you have to see the connection. You're running a digital marketing business. You as the owner don't truly understand the concepts. Like you understand from a general basis, right? But you don't completely have a complete grasp on all of the topics as a beginner. And so that's where people don't see that disconnect, is how can you expect to be successful if you don't understand the business or the product or service you're trying to sell? You have to, this is just sales 101. If you don't have a connection or understand the the product or service that you're trying to sell, if you don't have a connection to it or understand it, you're never going to sell that product or service, right? So that's one of the biggest things is and I'm not saying that you haven't taken time to learn. I'm just letting you know that's the biggest mistake that I see people make all the time. Thoughts on white labeling? Nothing's wrong with white labeling at all. That's a great way. And that's the thing. You have to understand there's more than one way to skin a cat. All right. You don't have to, like a lot of people. I had a guy that I did a training call with last year sometime, and he didn't want to get into the whole agency side of it. He's pretty much white labeling all of his services, and he's building sales teams to sell digital marketing. That's it. He's he's finding all of these partnerships to white label his SEO to, content creation, ad management, social management. He found all of these white label services that he can do that with, and all he's focusing on is building a team of salespeople and consultants. That's it. So that's the thing, is you don't have to do this one way. There's multiple ways to do it. Really, it's about you figuring out what you're going to enjoy more and what is going to make the most sense as far as your skill sets and I guess really just your overall interest, right? Because I personally don't want to build sales teams. That's just not what I like sales. I don't want to build sales teams. I've done that whole thing before. It sucks to me. But there are people who like doing that, and that's completely fine. There's a ton of money in it. So you don't have to do it one way. There's several ways to do it. If someone is looking into 2.0, should they wait or make the jump on 1.0 and get 2.0? Static, I would just go ahead and get in, man, because like I've said in the beginning, it's going to be the same price. So if you pay for the $549 course right now, you can pay $549, and we charge $700 for the 2.0. We're gonna, all of our current students in the 1.0 course, when we launch the 2.0, are gonna get an email saying, hey, if you would like to upgrade to the 2.0, here's a link. Go click, and you're only going to pay the difference of what you paid on the 1.0 course. That's it. So you're not paying any more money. So if you want to get in and start now, go ahead, do it, because you're not spending any more money. That's why I told everybody, you're going to get a massive discount, but we're doing so many more. We're adding so much more content. We're doing more trainings with other guest trainers who are experts in different industries like analytics, LinkedIn, SEO, ads, like just so many different things. So, those people obviously cost money. So we have to figure, you guys get what I'm saying. Anyways, you're not going to pay anything more. So get in if you want to get in now. But what does onboarding consist of? So I have a template in there, Jasmine. That's the onboarding template. I would take a look at that. Really, it's mostly just getting information from the business. Again, all of their account information, login information, softwares they use. If they have a CRM, an automation software for email, whatever they're using currently for their marketing campaigns, plus re-going through their goals. You're going to do this multiple times. You'll talk about the goals in your information meeting, in your information gathering meeting where you go in to show them the digital marketing audit. You'll go over goals then, because you have to go put together the proposal. You can't put together the proposal unless you know their goals, right? After you sell them, you still need to go back in and re-go through, or reiterate rather, those goals that you guys discussed and say, are these still the goals? Is this what we're definitely trying to do? Is there anything else that we can possibly think of? What are your customers like? Do you have customer profiles? This is where you're going to do pretty much a lot of the strategizing for the campaign. So that's what that is. Bree Google, what's up? With so many digital marketing agencies, how to dominate and be different? And second question, have you ever thought about marketing for politicians? And if so, how would you approach it? Peter, so with so many digital marketing agencies, how do you be different? You be different by not being those digital marketing agencies that suck at digital marketing and sell a bunch of services that don't actually do anything for the business. It's not about making your agency necessarily stand out in some flashy way. It's more just about showing them that you can get results. Businesses want to work with agencies that can get them more money, that will show them growth. That's it. So learn digital marketing so you know how to do that. And politicians are great clients, but they're seasonal. They don't work, they're not constantly campaigning, right? So I haven't ever seen anybody do just politicians, and if they do, it's not just political campaigns. They're doing other stuff that the politician is potentially promoting, like a nonprofit organization that they own or something like that. How can we get clients outside of my country? How can we understand their place? I don't know what you mean by how can we understand their place, but getting clients outside of your country is pretty easy. Go on freelancing platforms like Upwork, FreeUp, stuff like that. You can get clients outside of your country super easily that way. Have you ever successfully landed clients via cold email? I have landed meetings, yes, via cold email, which then ultimately could and sometimes did turn into sales. So yes, I definitely have, but it's definitely not my preferred method either. I'm more of a networking guy. I've narrowed down my niche and offer. I want to offer webinars to real estate investors looking to coach and mentor new students. What's the best way to go about building out a webinar? Bree Google, I'm going to give you one software to look up. It's called Webinar Jam. You're welcome. Trust me. That's all you need. That tool is amazing for webinars. Mario Mitchell just bought the course. Now to start his journey. That a boy. Did he really? Oh, somebody definitely bought it. 2 people bought it just now. Yep, Mario Mitchell, I see yours. And Artua, whoever Artua is. Yeah, 2 people just bought it. Since we've been on the call tonight, 2 people have got in. And I promise you, Mario, you're not going to regret it. Wait, too, because by the end of, I would say by the end of this weekend, we'll have all of the new Facebook and Instagram videos uploaded into the 1.0 course. So there's a ton of new content coming to you. And it's going to give you a glimpse of what the new 2.0 course is going to look like. So the program currently is only $549. So the 1.0 is $549. And the cool thing is we're still going to sell the 1.0 after we launch 2.0. It's going to be at a super discounted rate since it's, no longer the flagship course anymore. So if you're looking for something that's still relevant, but it doesn't have all the newer trainings and materials in it that we've included and the quizzes and stuff like that, you'll be able to get that. That can be like your starter course. So good thing for you guys is we're going to drop that course price, but probably still won't be by too much just because we know the value of that program. But it will be discounted eventually. Which SMMA course or courses do you consider the best, including Udemy, Audacity, etc. websites. All right, sorry, I got distracted. Which SMA course or courses do you consider the best, including Udemy? Okay, my course is the best, number one. I would definitely put people up there like and that's the thing. Are we going just SMMA, or are we going into any avenue? Because if you want good SEO training, Ruan Marino is going to be great for that. If you want something for Facebook marketing, Maxwell Finn is a great person to learn Facebook marketing and ads from, as well as Kevin David. If you want something based around copywriting, Sean Vossler is good at teaching copywriting. There's all kinds of courses out there, and I could go on, but really the trick, guys, is going out there and really just doing research. So SMMA course, my course, I would definitely say mine and Billy Jean's are going to be two of the best ones out there to get as far as building your agency and really just the quality of the content inside. I feel like those are probably going to be your best two. Jordan, will you ever repost some of the older videos that were removed on your mentorship course? Isaiah, so yeah, what we're going to do is we'll basically do those again. If you have a request for one of those videos, just make sure to leave it in a comment inside the group, or you can just leave it in this comment here and let me know what the topic was of the one you're wanting to see, and we can definitely get that back on the calendar again. Okay, so I have that down. What are the first steps as taking on a client? Ocean, I'm going to tell you just because I've answered that question like 3 times already. You may have just hopped on. That's totally fine. But I'm going to watch the replay, and you can watch actually probably 10 minutes from this point back. And I know I was talking about it then. I don't really recommend too many Udemy courses. Okay, I do recommend them as a starting point, and really I would use them to see if you have any interest in digital marketing. Once you determine you have interest, I wouldn't go only Udemy courses, because there's a reason why they're so affordable, right? If you go out there and you look at courses that cost several hundreds of dollars, and then you look at a Udemy course, it's going to be completely different. And you're going to get a completely different experience. You're going to get it from people who are actually experienced and probably doing it at that time. So I don't really recommend them to go off of as that say-all, or as that, pedestal course, right? It's not like the one that you're going to take and say, hey, this is what taught me everything I knew and brought me all of my success. But it would be something that's going to jumpstart you and kind of get you, off to the races, at least with digital marketing. Setting up the actual copy of the webinar. How do I make sure the webinar sells, not just some shitty recording of a guy talking? Bree Google, that's all about planning. You have to understand when to put call to actions, when to include your hook, and what the hook should say. What to do to keep people continually watching a video. We call it a duration hook. It's a term I've kind of coined. But a duration hook is something that you put into a video to ensure that they continue watching all the way to the end. If you guys have watched several of my YouTube videos, then you might remember me saying something. Oh, and PS, make sure you stay tuned to the end of today's video where we'll show you this, right? That's something that we put in the back of people's mind to say, okay, continue watching that video because Jordan's going to give me this later. Right? So it's doing things, it's understanding where to place things and how to write the copy. So really that just takes a lot of study on writing scripts for YouTube videos, or not for YouTube videos, but writing sales scripts for videos. Or really just scripts for sales videos. But even more importantly than that, Bree, is understanding how to drive the traffic to those webinars. That's going to be what's more important, because if you can't drive enough traffic, interested traffic, to the webinar, then what's the point, right? But again, yeah, you do need a good webinar as well. So I would spend some time understanding how to structure the script that you're going to put together for the webinars. Because you're going to have the training, right? That's unscripted. You don't necessarily have to script that as much. But the initial conversation that you have, the first, 2 to 3 minutes of the video, of the webinar. What are you going to say in that 2 to 3 minutes? How are you going to say it? And when are you going to place each part, so that way you ensure that each person is going to stay for the entire duration of those training videos. All right, we're at 9:54, so I'm going to cut off questions for right now. But if you guys are ready to play the mentorship giveaway game, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to hit the thumbs up button if you're wanting to play and win, because if you don't hit the thumbs up button right below this video, then you don't qualify to win, and I will make sure to check, and I'm going to not give you the free course. So make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And last but not least, I need you to write a yes, I'm ready to play, or at least yes, into the comment box, so that way I know you guys are ready for a question. I love you. Thank you for answering me. Bree, you're welcome. And I'm not talking about thumbs up buttons in the chat box. I'm talking about right below the video, because I can see we still only have 19 thumbs ups on this actual video. So right below the video. Oh, okay, never mind. We're up at 28. Jesus, it just launched. All right, so we're at 28, but we have 38 people in the video. I'm going to assume some people have probably dropped off at this point, so that's probably okay. That's probably why there's a little bit of a gap. But again, if you want to win, you have to hit that thumbs up button. So please don't make me find out later you didn't hit the thumbs up, and then I got to be like, hey, I can't give it to you because you didn't follow the easiest instruction of all. All right, let me find a good question for you guys. Oh, okay. I answered this question several times tonight, so this will be a good one. Oh, I'm going to win. Sorry, guys. Thanks for trying. Ricardo, I love your confidence, man. It's all about confidence. I love confident people, though. All right, anyways. The question that I want to ask, and it was asked several times tonight, and I gave the answer the same way every single time. But several people asked me, what is the first step? What is the first step or first most important thing that I need to do or know when starting my social media marketing agency? And you can just put in what I'll just say you can put in the pillars. You don't even have to type them out the full way, as long as I know what you're talking about. More specific than just education and oh, there we go. There it is. Aquarius White was the first person to write the answer that I was looking for. SWEPs are the pillars of digital marketing. See, that's what I want you guys to understand. It's not about buying a course, guys. It's not. It's really not. I'm telling you guys, you don't have to buy my course. It's totally fine. What I want you to understand is if you want to be successful and you don't understand the core concepts, SWEPs, if you don't understand those concepts, you will struggle so much with your business because you don't understand what you're selling. All right. So yes, the education is important. Ricardo said, fuck. He's like, damn, I was so confident. Now I messed up. He says, I'll buy it off you right now. Ricardo, you might as well just go buy it. It's only $10 a month. Wait, what? Oh, I thought that was a 404. Yep, Jasmine, you had it, but Aquarius White had it first. I promise you guys don't see it in the order I see it in. That's why we have it over here on the left. But I promise you, yours is under his. I'm sorry. But Aquarius White, thank you very much for playing, or really thanks to everybody for playing. Oh my God, Jason Beats just saw it. Jason Beats said, yes, ready to play. Oh my God, bro, you were like, I'm so sorry. I almost feel bad, like, oh, I'm just gonna stop there. Aquarius White, make sure to send a message to my business Facebook page. That's facebook.com/serial entrepreneur. And we'll send your code over there by tomorrow. Jason on the McDonald's Wi-Fi. Weston Klee. If you go to serialentrepreneur.academy, all right, so the brand name, serialentrepreneur.academy, and then under digital marketing courses. Actually, we'll just do a screen share. Hold on, guys. I'll show you guys where it's at. Screen. All right. See this right here? Courses. It says courses. Right here, we got the courses. We go right under here. It says building a digital marketing agency. We go right over to the right here, and we're going to click on the monthly mentorship program. That's where the program is. It's only $10 a month. You get basically 50-something videos a year, and you only spend $120. Well, give me a better deal than that. All right, give me a better deal. Plus, you get to work with me every single week. Like, if you hop on the calls, you get a nice little conversation with me for anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour every single week. So, that's where you go. Super easy. Mentorship program, $10 a month. Digital marketing school, right here, $549. We have our personal branding course. If you guys are wanting to start a YouTube channel, or if you're wanting to start a blog and actually make money with some sort of passion or skill set, you guys have to check this course out. We teach you guys everything about building a strong brand and content and a YouTube channel, a blog, a training program, webinars. All of that stuff is taught in that program. So if you guys are looking for training, we definitely have training for you guys. So make sure to visit serialentrepreneur.academy. But that's it for tonight, ladies and gents. I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a great evening and a great weekend, and I will see you guys next week. Until then, Serial Entrepreneur out. Bye, guys.